Welcome into the Alabama Football Report. I am your host, Harrison Graham. Let's talk about the news of the day, and that, of course, is around Nick Saban as he has agreed to a 3-year contract extension with the Crimson Tide, which is a great thing for Alabama football as the GOAT continues his run in Tuscaloosa. This, of course, will keep him at Alabama through the 2028 college football season as he already had a few years remaining on his current contract. His new deal, just for another note, there's a couple of incentives and bonuses incorporated in there. On average, between now and 2028, he will make more than $10 million per year from the University of Alabama, which sounds like a lot, but let's be honest. He's worth every single penny for the amount of revenue he brings into this university and the amount of winning he brings to the University of Alabama. Great day for Bama football. There's no way around this. Now, I think you diehard Crimson Tide fans know this. I obviously know this as well. Nick Saban is a football guy. That doesn't mean he'll coach forever, but just because he's getting older in age doesn't mean he's looking toward retirement yet. Like, this is a guy who wants to coach for a long time, and this contract extension certainly proves that he is under contract through 2028. That's 7-8 more seasons between now and then, so that's a great thing for Alabama. Who's excited? Who's fired up? This is a great day for the Alabama football program. If you are, type Roll Tide down in the comments. Football season is almost here. We're just 3 months away. Summer ball is gotten underway, and it's exciting times right now for the Crimson Tide. So type Roll Tide down below to celebrate Nick Saban's contract extension. He did release this statement about the new deal, saying, "Our family calls Tuscaloosa in the state of Alabama home. It's a place where our roots now run deep. This agreement gives us the chance to continue to impact the lives of the young men and their families who choose to play football and get an education at Alabama." He is Alabama football. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Look at what he's done since taking over in 2007. An overall record of 170-23. By the way, he went 7-6 his first year. Since then, 163-17. Just phenomenal. 6 national titles, 7 SEC titles, 3 Heisman winners, over 100 draft picks, over 40 All-Americans. Nick Saban is the GOAT when it comes to college football coaches. Bear Bryant at Alabama's top 5. He was once probably considered the GOAT. Saban has passed him. This is the greatest coach in the history of college football. So to keep him under contract for another 6, 7, 8 years, a 3-year extension today, that's a great thing for Alabama football because I know Alabama's a blue blood. They're always going to be good. But whenever Saban does decide to walk away, the chances that the next coach is as good as this one, that's pretty hard to imagine because you've currently got the greatest coach in the history of the sport. And I mentioned earlier how Saban is a very much a football guy. He's not looking at retirement. Well, just go to this quote from last season. It says, "I don't know what the hell I would do if I wasn't in coaching. I don't even want to imagine it." Look, some guys that get into their mid-60s, late 60s, on into 70, which Nick Saban is approaching here, naturally you would think, oh, well, maybe they're toward the end. Not for Nick Saban. Is he closer to the end than the beginning? Of course, absolutely. He's been coaching for 30, 40 years at this point, whatever the number is, throughout his coaching career, including about 15 at Alabama. But it wouldn't shock me if he coached another 10 or 12 years in college football, coached until he was 80, 82 years old. We've seen guys like Bill Snyder, Joe Pa coach into their 80s. So I think Nick Saban could certainly do that. He's a spry 69, 70-year-old. We'll leave it at that. Kudos to Bama and Nick Saban coming together on a new extension. He gets paid. Everyone's happy. It's a great deal for Alabama football. How many more titles will Saban win, national titles, between now and the end of his career at Alabama? Let us know down in the comment section. Great day to be an Alabama football fan. Answer this question, and we will see you next time.